Hello guys. With this guide I want to explain in a really simple way how to get started with sea monster hunting, because even though this method of making money is out for a while now, it looks like someone still didn't get it right or have a lot of doubts. So I'm gonna really be simple and clear and make you see every passage of how it works. So first of all, of course, you gotta get a boat. The boat can be gotten in Port Epheria and in Port Epheria 35 second floor. So this one. Now mine is working because I'm making another frigate. I have one already complete with blue gears, and we will see everything. But if you wanna get started, I suggest you go for the Epheria Sailboat. That's because it's way easier to make and doesn't require all the materials that a frigate requires, like jade coral ingots, which are the most difficult to get. And if you have no patience, like going to gather corals and stuff, you gotta try and snipe them from the marketplace, and they are really, really, really expensive as of now. I know there will be major changes for what concerns the marketplace, and I still haven't gotten how it's gonna change. So they might become cheaper, they might become more expensive. We don't know yet. So for now, I suggest you go for the Epheria Sailboat. To get started with it, you gotta have the shipyard at level 3, as said here as well, and then making the ferry sailboat. You need 20 design a ferry sailboat, which you can get with a daily quest. You can get by Filiberto Falazzi. He is the one giving the quest, which is daily. You gotta grab a crate from here close to him, then walk all the way down to him and drop the cargo cache, and that's it. Twice. So you gotta do this twice, and then you gotta choose. There are 3 rewards. One is this one, Epheria frigate design, and one is Epheria sailboat design, which is the one you are interested in. And the third reward is just like a gold bar. So I mean, if you are now making a boat but you feel like getting some gold bars, it is that one. But it's the 100,000 gold bar, I think. So it's not like a million gold bar or anything important. Anyways, once you get your boat done, which requires at least 20 days because it is daily, and there is a kind of trick to make it faster, which is going to Filiberto Falazzi like 10 minutes before the reset, do the quest, wait for the reset, do another, do it again. So you get 2 at once, basically. But yeah, anyways, that's the time to required to make an Epheria sailboat. Once you get the boat, you want the gears for the boat, which can be acquired in Port Epheria 1/4 second floor. Again, you gotta have the shipyard workshop level 4, and we have a choice here, and I will explain everything. Like, let's see only the sailboat for now. For example, the first sailboat Dragon Pro gives 20 DP, max power 50,000, and movement speed plus 4%. The Epheria Sailboat Sea Dragon Pro gives plus 50k max power, movement speed plus 2%, but it gives weight limits plus 150 liters. Now, what is the difference? The difference is that the Epheria Sailboat was born more for trading, while the ferry frigate was born for hunting. It means that for trading, you gotta have weight, because trading items are really heavy. So you want to store into your boat because at some point at master levels, you gotta you want to trade from part, right? So that's why they say about and not a wagon, for example. But yeah, so if you are looking only uh, about hunting and not trading, I suggest you go for the Epheria Sailboat Dragon Pro, the one without blue aura, because it's the one made for hunting. Why is that? Because of the movement speed. Uh, Now, the more you enhance it, the more the stats will grow up. So the movement speed plus 4% will rise up, same as the weight limit and movement speed plus 2%, they will rise up too. But you don't care about the weight limit because you cannot store sea monster drops in your frigate because they are guild exclusive items. It means they can be stored only in the guild storage. So you don't care about the weight limit if you are looking for hunting. If you're looking to be a trader, then you might want this one. The plating, let's come to the plating. The sailboat enhanced black plating, again, it gives 150 liters and movement speed plus 2%. The one with aura, so the lightweight back plating, just gives 200 liters. Now, DP is plus 20 on buff. So you might want to go for this one because this one doesn't give movement speed. For what concerns cannons, there is the Elena cannon, which gives AP 22 and max stamina plus 5000. Now, the cannon is really important because there is this cannon, which is the Elise cannon, which gives DP. You don't want this one. I know it might sound good, the fact that, well, I lose just 1 AP, but I get 20 DP. No, you want to deal as much damage as possible, so go for the Elena cannons. Leave the Elise cannon and don't make them. They are not good. Many people make this error of making Elise cannon because they, of course, it's logic. They think better gain 20 DP and lose 1 AP than getting 1 AP and then getting 1 AP more and no DP. But no, it doesn't work this way. Get the AP one, so get the Elena cannons. For what concerns the Black Breeze sails, they give max power of 50,000, turn plus 2%, movement speed plus 4%. The one with blue aura, so blue wind sail, gives turn plus 2%, weight limit again, and max power. You want the normal ones, the regular ones, because they give movement speed. So the more again, the more you enhance them, the more the stats go up. So you want this one. Again, the materials require design Epheria Sailboat, every of them. So if you want to rush, if you want everything and now, I suggest you to take your patience, gather it, and slowly make it all, slowly but surely. So, and they require a quite difficult material to get. But besides the sails, I would say everything else is pretty fast to get. Like for the pro, the black ingot, if your guild helps you, like for example, we as guild store the Ocean Stalker skin that you can see here, they are required to make the black ingot. We save them for people who are making sailboat and frigates parts. So we leave them in the guild storage, and whoever needs it, they grab it. So the black ingot can be gotten by heating ocean stalker skin and pure platinum crystals. All the ocean stalker skins are drops that you can get by killing ocean stalkers, which are monsters. So that's why, since you still don't have a boat and you don't have the capability of getting an ocean stalker skin because you can't find them in the marketplace because they are guild exclusive items, you gotta ask for them. You gotta get some help, I guess, or you can go with someone in your guild and ask them to split. I don't know. To you get the skins and you leave them and you keep them if they are okay with it, and you give the natives. I don't know. That's up to you how you want to do that. Now, the black gold ingots go up in the marketplace because they are not a guild exclusive item. But I don't know at what rate, and I rather make them than bother and and go look for them, try to snipe or pre-order for major price, because you will need a lot of materials. So you gotta unless you're rich. I mean, if you're rich, you do whatever you want, but you gotta really hunt the marketplace if you want to build all your parts. Then there is the golden pair. If you go to Vel, you will have the chance of getting them, because you can get them by gathering underwater, or you can get them at Vel as drop, or you can get them also in the marketplace. Pure late crystal. There is no. Oh my god! There is no reason for me to explain what it is, because it's a material you can find just like platinum, pure platinum crystal, pure silver crystal, pure iron crystal, and so on. Trace of Chaos, it says in the description, it can be obtained by digging ancient ruin excavation site. Now, I don't know if you can get them by putting workers an ancient ruin, which I don't even remember where it is, but it might be, or because lately I've seen that many things changed for what concerned the gathering. Like I was looking for Trace of Harv and I wasn't finding them where the game was telling me they should have been. So anyways, I got my Trace of Chaos in the marketplace, so you can do the same with them. And same here, our pillar, please guys, always read the descriptions, because that's the most important thing concerning video. If you want to play video without being a pain in the ass of other people, read the description, because you can find your answers there. So the hard pillar, how to obtain: by hitting plywood hardener and log, hitting skilled knowledge required. So pretty easy, right? Glue, it can be obtained by hitting lobster. So lobster are an underwater resource. It means you gotta gather underwater to get them. And I have to add, to be honest and say that they drop quite well, like quite often, but I am gathering I'm gathering artisan, I think. Let me check. I am, yeah, artisan 9, so maybe that might be why they drop with me. Once you get your boat, I suggest you enhance your cannons to +7, like I did here. Sorry for the durability, because I tried the +8 as well, but it failed and it was hard to make +7. So I have everything +6 and cannon +7. You can decide. I mean, The only important thing is the cannon. So if you don't want to get the pro, if you don't want to get the sail and the plating, you can do it. This is a sailor, but this is really not necessary. So you can even skip getting him. But for what concerns the cannons, the blue cannons and +7 are the most important thing to hunt right. The rest, you can buy the green one, so the green version of the plating, the green version of the sail, the green version of the Dragon Pro, either at Velia Wharf, so Crux sells them. Don't try and go for the wharf manager in Port Epheria because it doesn't sell them. It's quite weird. I don't know if that's a bug, if that's something done on purpose. I have no idea. But Port Epheria wharf manager doesn't sell it. While the Silly, which is the Pirate Island wharf manager, she sells it. She sells them. So you can decide. I would say buy them in Velia because going to Pirate all the way to Pirate Island just to buy them, it's quite a waste of time. And the stats of the greens are not that good. I will attach a screenshot here so you can see the stats. And that's it for what concern the boat and the gears. Now for what concern monsters, we will have 8 types of monsters in the sea. So I will start showing them by the level of difficulties to get them killed. So the Hekaru is the easiest to get down. He is really weak, like he doesn't deal much damage to you, and he gets a lot of damage from you. So if you want to start training, I suggest you get and kill the Hekarus. The Ocean Stalkers are the same as Hekaru for what concern power, but they got a weird animation. Like the Hekaru will always do the same boring animation, so you will get used to the pace of the monster, to the rate at what it hits you. But the Ocean Stalker is not like that. The Ocean Stalker has really random animations. The other weak monster is the Goldmon small battleship, which is a ship. It means it shoots at you. It has a cannon here, you can see, and the problem is that to shoot you, it goes on your side. So you can't ram it because you're gonna ram, you're not gonna shoot. Keep that in mind, and I will explain everything. Then we have the Candidum. The Candidum deals a lot of damage, more than Hekaru, way more than Hekaru, and Ocean Stalker or God Small Battleship. The Candidum deals more damage, got a lot of HP, and he's really tough, but he's slow. He got a slow animation, so when he wants to go and hit you, it will take a while. It means it is easier for you to dodge or to prepare to attack it because it really is slow. The Goldmon medium battleship is kind of as the same size of small battleship. Indeed, they are quite difficult to recognize when you find them. You often can't say if that's a small battleship or a medium battleship, mostly from afar before aggroing them. And they are quite a pain in the ass because they deal quite a bit more damage than the small battleship. They always attack from the sides, and they are fast. They are crazy fast. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that small battleship, ocean stalkers, and hikaru, they don't attack you unless you attack first. So you don't attract aggro from them until you hit them. While everything else, they will attack you on sight. So you gotta be prepared to either flee or to attack. Then we go to the most powerful monsters, which are the Black Rust. The Black Rust, again, the Black Rust deals a lot of damage. It has quite difficult animation, meaning that you gotta get used to it before fighting it, because the damage is quite a lot. And the HP is the same, is close as the same as Candidum, and I would say it's an advanced monster, so don't go train on Black Rust or Candidum or medium and large battleship. Just train on God Mod small battleship, Hikaru, and Ocean Stalkers. I'm making you see the other monsters, but I don't suggest you go fight them. And the Black Rust is also very difficult to find because there are not as many as Night Sharks, Candidums, Hikaru, and Ocean Stalkers around, and they tend to be at the sides, so extreme east, extreme west of the ocean. The other one is the Night Shark. The Night Shark is what monster hunters usually avoid. That's because it deals a lot of damage. It is very difficult to damage it because it got a lot of HP and armor, and it is fast, very very fast. So you risk to get sunk before having killed it. So unless you're prepared, like I can fight them pretty easily. That's because I have a frigate and all blue gears all +6. So and cannons +7. So with the sailboat, green gears besides the cannons, I will then go fight a Night Shark. And that's all for what concern showing you the monsters. How do you obtain the knowledge? That's interesting. You can't obtain the knowledge, like I remember a long time ago when sea monster hunting by ourselves wasn't up. I remember I was popping a lot of elixirs to get knowledge on these monsters, and I was never getting knowledge, so I was like, damn, I'm so jinxed. But that's because it's not because of that, because you don't get knowledge on sea monsters as you do with land monsters. To get the knowledge of sea monsters, you gotta go to Portrait, talk with NPCs, get some amity from them, and every number point of amity, you will get a knowledge. Take care, because some of them require the knowledge of something else before talking to you. Like, for example, I couldn't talk with, I think it was the wharf manager, Gintabam. I couldn't talk with him because he required dried fish knowledge. So I don't even remember what it is. But yeah, maybe in processing, drying, okay. Dried seafood, okay, it required dried seafood, and it required 4, so you gotta have at least 4 of them before talking to him. So I'm not a fisher. I don't like fishing. I don't fish FK. So I told myself I'm not gonna fish these species just for it. So I started gathering around the nets. You know, there are fishing nets in sea cities like Velia, like it can be Port Epheria as well. there are fishing nests around. Even in Portugal there are fishing nests. You start gathering from them, and at some point one of these will come up. Like you get a bellfish, you get a muskeeper, you get a starfish, you get a mackerel, and you dry them, get the knowledge, and that's it. So you don't bother just fishing for hours before getting the right fishes you need. That's all for what concerned the knowledge and for what concerned the monsters. Now, for what concerned sailing, you want your sailing level to go up because the more the higher it is, the faster you go, and you acquire skills to drive it. So, for example, if you check, if I go P, it will say the ram is at beginner 1 or up, so you acquire it automatically. So the ram is this skill here. Okay, so it goes ahead, and boom, it is ramming. So it rams with the prow and deals damage. I will let you see it on a monster to be more specific and make you see what I mean. Power acceleration is space plus W, so it is to from a still position you press W and space and it will accelerate. Then we got the power acceleration is apprentice 1 or up. The breezy sails is skilled 1 or up, which is shift plus W while sailing at a steady speed. So I ram now to make you see. So W spacebar, I will start accelerating. Now I am at a steady speed and I press shift. And that's it. And it lasts a while, so it is good. Another thing is that shift plus W, same as W plus spacebar, they got a lot of cooldown. So it's like 7 seconds. So what happens? It happens that when you start with power acceleration, it will not do immediately after breezy sail, but you gotta wait a bit and do breezy sail. Now you got quick retreat, a professional 1 or up. Quick retreat is quite a, I don't know, I don't like it for the simple reason that I don't feel it different. Like to me it goes backwards at the same speed it was before, so it's not a big change, and it activates only with S. So once you go back with S, it will just eat stamina. Like your stamina starts going down because for the boat you are using a skill, so it is eating up a lot of stamina. In my opinion, Black Desert developers should change it to shift plus S or something else that will make it intended when you use it, because if I want to just go backwards this much, I eat up a lot of stamina, and the difference, as I said, is not much as from the normal way you go backwards when you are not professional 1. So it really doesn't make a difference, and it eats up a lot of stamina. So I don't feel it much useful. I don't know, abrupt turn, smooth turn, we can see that while sailing A, D or D plus S. So probably it will let you, as the name say, abrupt turn, turn faster. Smooth turn, master 1 or up, so A or D during standby. So like you can change direction while standing by. Bullseye, guru 1 or up, cannon reloading, time shortened while on board. And that's it for what concerns skills. Now let's talk a bit about the equipment, by the way. Okay, so the equipment is very important for what concerns monster hunting. That's because the Nadens are really heavy. So what happens? It happens that you might have the boat full HP because you repair the boat, full stamina because you used Origin, which I will introduce shortly, and you will still not be able to hunt because you are overweight and you can't get more drops. So you want to expand your maximum weight. How to expand it? First, very basic. You go check your strength here. I have a level 27 strength that you train by getting a heavy item, like a trade item from whatever trade manager around, and you autopath YFK forever, YFK for hours, and you rise it up. For example, my strength is level 27, and it gives only plus 36 leader. And it says itself, travel with a bundle on your back to obtain more strength XP. Now, I don't find this useful because it requires so much time and it gives so few points of strength. So like for example, mine is plus 36 and it is level 27. So I wouldn't do that, to be honest. The thing you can do, another thing you can do is going to function, wait, and buy them all. Of course, it requires real cash. And I think there is one for the loyalties too. Yes, there is a 3,500 loyalties plus 50 leaders you can buy if you have loyalties saved. But yeah, I will buy all of them. Of course it requires cash, and I acknowledge not everyone wants to spend money on a video game, so don't do it if you don't want, or if you don't want to buy them. But there are tricks. So another thing you want, sorry about my gears because like this number is a pause, same for this codem. Anyways, the other thing you want to do is buying. Whew, this will be pretty pretty tense, so please follow me closely. One Zeref armor. You want one Zeref armor because it gives plus 50 leaders, as you can see in the description, and it has one crystal slot in which you want to put an ancient magic crystal Cobelinus, because it gives plus 20 leaders. So we put this one. Afterwards, you want 3 pieces of Hercules, because as you can see, 3 set effect gives weight limit plus 50, and 2 set effect gives weight limit plus 150. So give me a second. Okay, as of right now, with my normal gears, I have 1,440 liters. So I'm gonna put the Zeref armor, and I have 1,490 liters. Now we said 3 pieces of Hercules. Pay attention. I enhanced them because I always given them to my fairy by mistake with the crystals in a rush. So I just enhanced them so that the fairy won't eat them up, and I still have to enhance this one. Anyways, that's the thing. You got 3 pieces of Hercules, and you put in your gloves Magic Crystal of Infinity Strength, weight limit plus 50 liters. That's 2 you gotta put in there. Then you want Shoes of Hercules Might, and you want 2 Ancient Magic Crystals Hystria, which gives each weight limit plus 20 liters. So check always how my weight is raising up here. Then here you want helmet of Hercules might, and inside of them you have to put combined magic crystal dervish. We will go see what the dervish do. So let's see. So the two crystal set effect, so two of them give weight limit plus 75 liters. So we want two of them in the helmet, because the helmet has no crystals giving weight, and this crystal, the combined magic crystal dervish, can be, if you read, there is written a blackstone crystal that can be fused into any gear socket, so even helmets. So you put them in there, and when we are done, you can get a sturdy, oh sorry, I need to keep that. Get a sturdy alchemy stone of life, or even the green version, I think. Let me check. I think the life. This one is the blue. Okay, so mine is the yellow version and give plus 60 liters, but the blue gives plus 60 liters, and it is cheaper. Let me check if the green, okay, this is the green, this is even cheaper, and it gives plus 60 as well. And the white doesn't give it, so green or plus, you can get it. Another thing you want is the root trance set, because if you read 5 side effects gives weight limit plus 100% and 100 liters. So you keep it. Oops. Okay, as you can see, I expand my weight of 500 liters. The belt. Now, you need 5 effects for what concern the root trend. So for to get plus 100 liters, you need 5 pieces and 2 earrings, 2 rings, plus 1 necklace, equal to 5 pieces. The belt can be your belt, like I have a 3 spirit belt, so it is plus 80 liters. I think it's the same with the root trend, but let me check. Okay, the belt of Schultz at Try, I had this one earlier, before getting the 3 spirit belt. It gives plus 90 liters, so if you have this one, use this one to hunt. That's it for what concerns the gears. For what concerns the buffs, I used to make by myself this one, which is crispy honeycomb cookie, which gives plus 50 liters, and a Margoria, which I had only one, and I have it up. So Margoria plus gives plus 50, plus crispy honeycomb cookie gives plus 50, so it's another 100. And we want also, give me a second, because we have crispy honeycomb cooking duration 110 minutes, so cooldown is 30 minutes. It means after 30 minutes I can pop up another food, so I popped up the Margaria. Now there is a new food, which is cured llama cheese melt, which gives weight limit plus 100 liters. I suggest you eat this one too, so you have 3 foods buffs, and you get totally 200 liters. Another thing which is really useful is the verdure drug. The verdure drug is wonderful. The only problem is that the duration is 15 minutes, so you might want to pop more then one during your hunt session, and it gives 200 liters. So if I pop this one, for example, I get 2135 liters. Now I have to empty my bag, which is what I do. All my armor goes into the boat storage because it weighs a lot. So 11 liters the muskets, 21 liters the tree, 16 liters the Griffon helmet, and 10 liters the bag gloves. I want to put in there also the beers because they weigh a lot. You can see how my weight goes down, and the feed for the pets, maybe even the carrots, and you're good to go at this point. This is done. You are ready for what concerns the weight. Oh, and if we activate the alchemist stone, you can see it goes up. And that's all for what concerns the buffs. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that the awakening weapon is usually really heavy, so like 13 liters. So I remove it and I put it in the boat storage as well. Let's see now how you repair your boat. So for what concerns the half of the boat, you just need ship repair material, which is this item here. So this one can be obtained, as description says, by chopping plywood. So you get whatever plywood, chop it with L, processing and chopping. You put the plywood in there and start, and it will give you ship repair materials. Recovers durability 2%, which is really a small thick here. Oh, nice. Parachute. Okay, so since it happened, I will explain now what it is. This is a pirate ship. This is a curse of the sea, and it will just your boat will just stop. You cannot grab the steering wheel anymore. You gotta beat it, and you just shoot at it. So once it is dead, you will see. Of course, the cannon reload is annoying. It's long. Once it is down, you will have this bad, boring fog around, which will make your day gloomy. But yeah, that's it. So I made some half now, and I'm gonna use the ship repair materials the ship repair material piece that I have by going to the must, interacting with it, and pressing F6. There is written even there, mount repair. So I use it. It requires 10 seconds to repair it, so it's pretty annoying and long. So imagine when you fought a monster and you miss a lot of health, and this thing only repaired 2% of it. Another thing you want to use to recover HP, you can see them all. So we go to Port Epheria again, and here I think, yeah, you can use ship repair kit. The ship repair kit it's the same, looks the same, because it recovers ship durability 2%. So it is not much different than the normal ship repair material, but it has the time halved. So it takes 5 seconds instead of 10 to recover 2%. You can make it using 5 ship repair material, 2 steel and 2 glue. I don't suggest you to produce them because the glue is really pain to make, because you gotta gather lobster as we seen. Sorry for my English, that's not my first language. Anyways, as we seen in the earlier, the glue can be gathered by gathering lobsters. Oh, I can do it. The glue can be obtained by heating lobsters, so you gotta gather lobsters, and it requires too much time for just having 5 seconds halved for the 2%. Another nice one is the emergency ship repair. So the emergency ship repair kit. This one only recover ship durability 0.4%, but it's really fast. It's like 1 second fast. But of course, it requires more time, requires longer time, because only repairs is 0.4%. So I suggest you don't even look for them and just get this one. The stamina can be recovered either with Origin of the Wind or Breezy Crystals. Now let's see the Breezy Crystals. To make an Origin of the Wind, you gotta have Port Epheria 1/4 second floor unlocked at least level 4. To make an Origin of the Wind, you need 2 Breezy Crystals, 2 glue, and 2 shining powder. The shining powder is really difficult to get as of right now from the marketplace because it is pre-ordered for a lot of money, and I think that will be for a while because the shining powder is used for many things and people want it, so they pre-order it heavily. 2 glue and breezy crystals. The breezy crystals are obtained by doing the daily quest, which I have here. For example, this quest it says destroy Godman's small battleship at the Great Ocean. You need to destroy 3 of them, and it will give you 300 contribution XP, which is a lot, sailing skill XP, which is a lot, and 1 breezy crystals. Then we have destroy Godman large battleship, which is only 1 of it, and it gives 1 breezy crystals. The quest you want to do is this one, which gives strike an origin of the wind. You need this one, you want this one, so I wouldn't waste time doing the others, but I do them for the sailing experience, but the drop that counts is this one. And you can do 2 of those, let me see if I have. Okay, as you can see, I have another quest which is called Another Way, a treasure swimming in the ocean, which is the same, defeat ocean stalker at the Great Ocean and wanted ocean stalkers. So you can get 3 of them, so small battleships, large battleship, and ocean stalkers, or it can be Hikaru, it depends on the day. You can get them from Crocs at the wharf, but you gotta be beginner 3. So if you're beginner 3, you can get these quests, beginner 3 in sailings. Otherwise, they won't show up. And the other one is the Imperial Fishing Trader, which stands here at the wharf, close to the wharf manager, and it gives 3 quests, which are the same that Crocs gives in Velia. So are 3 small battleship, 1 large battleship, and either Ocean Stalker or Hikaru. So you get both of them, and you just need 1 Ocean Stalker to complete 2 quests. So basically, you feed 2 birds with 1 seed. And it gives you sailing experience, and it gives you lots, so I suggest you do them daily because they are daily quests. And they give you, at the end, you will find yourself with 4 breezy crystals and 2 origin. So they are really, really useful. Another way is getting them from the marketplace. So I suggest you stock the marketplace for them, or you can pre-order them. I can't see the last pre-order, so I don't know how much it is the pre-order for what concern NA, of course, not talking about other servers because I have no idea. But yeah, that's it for what concern the stamina. I forgot to say that the origin recovers 50% of the max power. So if you are halved, you can get it all back with an origin of the wind. While the breezy crystals, I think only 20%. I don't remember, but I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it right now. The breezy crystals recovers 10% of the max power, and it has 60 minutes of cooldown. So while the origin of wind has 30 minutes of cooldown, so it is way better. And I don't suggest you use the breezy crystals unless you are really in an emergency status and you don't have origin of the wind. So I want to show you guys, now we will go find an Hikaru. So I can show you how to hunt, because even though the game tells you in the above menu here, Q while sailing, for what concerns ramming, there are two ways of ramming. I want to make clear that I hunt with no gamepad, and I just use plain default settings. I don't use anything fancy. I try with a controller, but I can't get 60 FPS in optimization, so I can't do it, and I just have fun hunting with keyboard and mouse. Right now, as of right now, I'm here. I'm around here. And you can find Hikarus here, to be specific. Here there are Hikarus. A bit are around here, but there are other monsters here. So if you want to train, this is the best area. You can go there by circumnavigating the pirate island, so you can still have the map, the mini-map active, and then you can go north and you will find the Hikaru swimming there. After that, you can go south and you will find the map again. So you don't need a compass, you don't need to waste money for navigation, because it's very easy. On this area, there are mostly ocean stalkers. You can find Candidum, 9 sharks all the way here, even here, and black rust are mostly here, so extreme west and extreme east. So yeah, I suggest you start training here and here for what concerns the ocean stalkers. So let's go find an Hikaru. Okay, so we are at the small island, and the fun thing of this place is that on the east side there are Hikarus, and on the west side there are ocean stalkers. So you know that if you go west, you will find ocean stalkers from here. This island is on the map, and it's this one. This one small island should be this one small rock in the ocean, and there is an Hikaru here, so it doesn't attack me. As you can see, I don't get aggro. So the first ram mode I want you to see is the Q, and I leave the keyboard and it will do an acceleration and then it will ram. Now the Hikaru will attack me, I will move back, and I won't get damage. After I press W and I keep pressing Q, you see it doesn't do the whole acceleration all the way, and the Hikaru is pretty slow. So I can decide to reposition and go for no, it is attacking me, so I still go behind, backwards, it didn't hit me, and I go straight forwards, keeping Q pushed down, and boom, 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 and that's how you ram it. If I was pressing Q once, like if I was, let me position. If I was pressing Q once, you will see that it will do a whole acceleration that's too long. So you either press Q again to stop it, or you just keep Q pressed down. So now I'm pretty far from it, so I can go with the whole ramming just by pressing it once to hit it. It hit me. You see my HP, the HP of the boat going down. So I press Q again or keep it pressed down, and I'm hitting it. And again, is that my keyboard? Oops. See how that's not counted, so I'm not using those before, but yeah. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, keep it. Everything I have free, which is after hunting and the same lot, because it has 10% more damage than the same lot, so I take less damage, and Apple so you might get more damage. So no matter what, you're getting more damage than me, that's because I'm after having no healers. So that's how you hunt a monster. So I got 15 Nadens, which are 3 leaders each, and 9 Icarus spikes. The Icarus is really easy, and it is the monster you want to train on. Now I'm using an Origin of the Wind, so I use it and you will see how it will recover stamina. 50% recovered. For what concern repairing, I will get 2 of them just to make you see how long and tedious it is. So F6,